Hi everyone! I'm in this evening because I just kind of want to touch base on a few things. First off, I want to start off by saying I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I have my balance, the 7 chakras going in the background because yesterday, well, I do it most of the time anyways, but yesterday I went to see someone and just talk to them, somebody that I met a long time ago, and they really helped me a lot to understand a few things. First off was they told me, like, nobody's going to understand you, because it's hard to understand somebody if you're not going through it yourself. But he said that no one's going to understand you. And it's like, okay. I knew that, and it gets kind of frustrating sometimes because, you know, sometimes I don't even understand myself. So we're sitting there, and I was speaking in, like, a multitude of languages were coming out. Like, okay, like they were coming out, and they picked up some rock. They went over and they picked up some rocks, and they told me to open my hand. And I opened my hand, and they set the rocks in my hand. But when they set the rocks in my hand, I don't have a cold or anything right now. I'm going through a lot of ascension symptoms, and it's a lot in my throat chakra. A lot of you will probably notice that right now. But they set the rocks in my hand, and when they set them in my hand, my body started, like, kind of jerking, and like I couldn't hold on. One of the rocks flew out of my hand, and it was like, holy shit, man. So he told me, he said, it's like you need to ground more, because, like, I need to get outside more, because for the past bit I haven't been doing a lot of going outside and grounding, which that's on me. I mean, it's hard. Sometimes I feel for me because I'm told about, like, the environment around me. And the only place, like, a lot of the time that, like, I don't like walking on the road. I like walking in the woods. And there for quite some time, I was walking. I was doing a lot of walking and just sitting in the woods and just talking and grounding and what have you. So I've been doing pretty good with grounding. Like, I can take the rocks most of the time and I can hold them. But I have, like, a lot of spirits that come around because they want to be heard. Okay? They all have a story, because they're all trying to find their way home. And those are parts of us. It's parts of me, it's parts of you. And see, that's what a lot of people struggle with, especially if you're not aware of what it is that you're experiencing. Children experience it. And a lot of the time, that's why it's like all of a sudden your kid will get angry out of nowhere. It's because that spirit, the spirit has come in, and it's causing that child a lot of pain. Whether it's because it's trying to express something through the child, and the child's unable to put it into words. It's like, for, like, they tell us psychosis or schizophrenia. Okay? well, psychosis or schizophrenia, if you look at the spiritual realm, okay, you're actually hearing the voices. You're actually experiencing the things that you're experiencing, only in the physical world. Most people don't understand that because everything works on a spirit to spirit. So I have a lot of spirits that come in. And he even said, the guy that the one that I seen yesterday, he said, like, there's a lot of messages coming through. And he said, I don't own this stuff. And I know the part that it's meant for other spirits, either in the spirit realm, or to hear it within the physical realm through you. It gets really confusing sometimes. And I've had people ask, like, do you find that to be a curse or a burden or hindrance or anything like that? And it's like, well, the curse was not knowing. As far as a burden or hindrance, it's bothersome sometimes. But it's that part of knowing what it is that I'm experiencing, knowing what it is that I'm meant to be doing, what I'm here to bring forward for the ones that don't have a voice, because we are their voice. And right now, it's, if you look in the world around you, and you look at your past, well, there's no past and there's no future. Everything is always the now. So what you've observed from your past in history books or what have you is what you're actually experiencing. Because if you look in your own genealogy, okay, what you will begin to see is that, wait a minute, you will see the similarities. You will see what happened then. And you will look back and you will look and see. Especially if you resonate. You will look and see, and you will see, like, okay, did the same thing happen? Or did something differently happen? Or did you do something different? Okay, it's a part of history. They say history repeats itself. But if there's no past, and they say history, well, then there'd be no history, because it would be all happening now. And that's why you're seeing so many different things happening. And if you look back throughout what was said to be history, then you'll realize it's already happened. But for some to be able to comprehend that, including myself at the time when I was first coming into this, it was extremely difficult to comprehend. It was like, what? Like, shake your head, man. Like, holy snap in our souls, I'm in for a ride. But it's that part of, understanding that things work on a spirit to spirit. So it's that part of knowing that it's not always that person. It's a part of that person's spirit. With that being said, I'm sending you all love. Nisiko totore. Kumia totoia shake sara. Si totoi.